So the Frostmoor Crows, once again, this Sunday. And Tim has some news for you too, Hank, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Better pass that on.
Hank, I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey.
I want to start going fortnightly.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
I didn't think you'd be that upset about it. I just, if we do fortnightly, I'll be more refreshed and happy.
You're breaking my heart and my bank, so fuck you.
Oh.
Oh man. All right. Okay.
Tim has been burning the candle at both ends.
That's right.
Yeah.
We gotta give him some time to become a young professional.
We could just throw Tim out.
Yeah, that's fine too. Or get a replacement for me and Gimbal in this. Or something. We can share Gimbal.
I'll play Gimbal for you.
I mean, there is a duality to Gimbal, I suppose. Maybe we could, I don't know.
He has issues, yeah.
Anyway.
No, that's cool, man. That's all good.
Yep.
I will accept. I'm actually going to try and get my own D&D campaign running, so
nice.
that might actually give me an opportunity to do that.
Excellent. Alrighty, so you guys have 51 videos now. We're at episode 49. Last episode was called Blooded.
Right, because of the doubles.
Yeah.
Because
Blooded.
Yes.
Blooded. Did we get blooded?
You did get blooded. You got your runes carved on you by the Goliath shaman.
Josiah and I. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't into that.
Yeah, two of you, that's right. Yeah, and you're planning to get like a full fucking shirt of tattoos, basically.
Josiah.
Yeah, right.
Only small. It's not going to be obtrusive. I'm not
Even
going
after the pain.
I'm not going to look like a barista or anything. I'm not going to look like a barber.
Right, a barber, barista. Fair enough.
Sorry to all the barbers and baristas listening. Your tattoos are marvelous.
I'm sure they all have a unique, story behind them, and they're not just there.
Yes. Love your anchor. Love your swallow.
Love your koi fish. Your tiger.
Yin-yangs.
Okay, now we're getting personal. All right,
Okay. We're done.
You guys are terrible.
Yeah, great.
That wasn't nice.
I have no tats, so I can't talk. I keep thinking about getting one, but I don't know what the first would be. It has to be good.
Yeah.
Right. So the Frostmoor Crows, you guys are in the village of Berkana presently. The dead leader, Lagus, is being hoisted onto a pyre somewhere in the town, along with the other corpses of those that have been slain. Various funereal rites are happening.
Somewhat respectful, I guess.
Yes.
Cool.
Fair enough. And yes, so now the new leader, Othala, she's overseeing all of that business, and you guys have agreed amongst yourselves, at least, I think, to head off on this big mission to unite 13 tribes of Goliath for a certain prize that lays within the chambers beneath the village of Berkana. That prize is somewhat selected, at least by Hank. He likes the idea of a chime of opening. And the rest of you guys saw a lot of treasure and other things that might inspire you. So, where would you like to be, and what would you like to be doing at this moment?
We were cheesing it out of the chef's tent. Gimbal had just kicked over a pot of cooking.
No, let's be clear. It was a pot of Skargen stew.
Well, that's what Josiah had
theorized. Cooking sounds good.
Yeah.
I was prepared to let you guys move on from that scene, but
yeah, we are. No, let's say we have. Like we're out of like danger's distance, I thought, because we legged it. We already did the checks.
Yeah, I think you did actually.
For legging it.
You ran. So at this point, you're back in your own private cave tent space, buried in the half wall of the city, and you can hear Goliath moving around outside, but mostly you're hearing preparations made for this funereal rite thing that's going to be happening this day. And you stayed up very late too, so I suspect at that point you're probably going to sleep, yeah? Because it was like 3 or something in the morning last time I recall.
I thought we got some sleep after we experimented on the Skargenblud.
Well, that might be true because you wouldn't have
Yeah.
found it with the chef otherwise.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, we
mm.
waited till
Yeah,
the next
because
morning for the caravan to show up.
Right.
yes. So
We've
we had rested.
Right. So our recaps generally consist of us spending 10 minutes putting together what the fuck happened last week.
So
Fine with that.
we did the Skargenblud experiments. We saw the wizards come into trade with the villagers. We surmised that the chef was the one who purchased some of the contraband, and we scoped out his tent. We couldn't find any. We kicked over his pot of whatever he was making.
Well,
and
we
legged
knew
it.
it was there. It was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And-
found the snaky stuff coming out of the food. So we used the lantern, Hank's lantern, and then we saw a whole bunch of eel, snakes, whatever they are, coming out of the general region of his new goods.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
And then
so there's
booted
some
it.
pretty black, dark magic connected to that Skargenblud stuff.
Yeah.
What you're gathering.
Booted it, we
Skargen
legged
squiggles.
it, and then so I guess where we make out is probably midday or the early afternoon the next of that day.
All right. All right. So
Did the caravan pretty well leave after the big transactions? Did it just turn tail?
Yeah,
Okay.
they did a big U-turn through the town. They followed the main road all the way around and back again to the gate, whence they left.
Okay. Well, here's a question then, to the guys. Do we continue to follow the caravan because it should lead us to more tribes? Or do we just get a guide? And how do we know one of the tribes isn't going to try to steal our magic lantern?
We just don't have to show it to them.
But that was the whole thing. Like that, we're making a big display of it. Like in
No,
this
but now we got these
tribe-
cool tats. I mean the
Right.
script.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll rely on your two's tats.
Yep.
And Josiah's words. Yeah, he's pretty
Words.
convincing.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. What was the old tribal leader's name?
Lagos.
Lagoon. Oh yeah.
Lagos.
Laguz. Okay, we should remember that. For the other tribes might not know that he's dead.
I'm sure it seems like these things kind of
Yeah, I don't think they care.
happen quite quickly in this world.
Yeah, but we can tell them who we've been to the these people, these good, and give a just pause. This camp of good big people, and they have a name, and that way we tell them the name. Bakanas, the Urazan. That's it. There we go. So we just tell them the Urazan have started planning this meeting, and go from there.
Sounds good. All right, so we follow at a distance the caravan, or at least we try and track them.
We've got to
find out
cut.
where
Yeah,
they're
we've got
going.
to.
So you're going to leave Bakana immediately?
I think
We
so.
might
I don't
say
think there's
say
anything
our
for us
goodbyes
here.
to the chieftain.
Okay. Very well.
Yeah.
They offer you their good wishes and that sort of thing.
Did they give us rations?
Wanjo offers you a prayer. If you're not carrying rations, or
I mean, we have some, but I feel like I don't keep track, so I feel like a restock might be useful just in case. Do we want to track our rations?
We weren't.
Yes, I think we do. I think we
Every
do.
I would say we start tracking our rations if we go off on another wilderness expedition.
Yeah, because we're going between tribes, right? It's not that.
We don't know how far in between tribes though.
Well, why don't we ask? That's a good idea, isn't it? Before we go.
I suppose. How do these
Um,
people measure distance?
Who would you like to appreciate? Who would you like to approach?
Chieftain, I guess.
Probably
do
not the
they have
chef.
do they have a lead ranger? I mean,
No, let's. Oh, there was. Where's Ranger Lady?
oh yeah, the one that followed you. Yes, yeah. Go talk to her.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, you track her down. Let me see. Her name is Petwo.
Whoa. I'm gonna write that as the word pet and the word whoa.
It works. And you approach her, and she sees you coming, and she nods. Have you got your companion with you, your animal companion, or a animal companion at this
Yeah,
point?
well, what's his name? Momo's there.
Momo, and what form is he in right now?
He is now a big snow fox,
An Arctic
if
fox.
that's allowable. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So she nods to you and she bends down and lets the fox come up to her and sniff her. And she bends down and pets it and looks up at you. She says, "You preparing to leave now?"
Mm-hmm. Yes, we the faster we move, the better. What we just wanted to know though was which direction should we head to the nearest settlement or the next settlement, and how far would it be?
The next tribe.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 tribes on this island. Let me tell you what they are. For some reason, I don't have that directly in front of me. Fool of a took.
Because I think we're on the south from Vanderhold.
Right. Here we go. I got the wrong document open. That helps. Tribes. Here we go. Okay, so there are 3 tribes that we speak of here on this island: Raidan, Uruzan, and the Grimfrost.
It don't sound nicer than Grimfrost.
Well,
There
yeah,
is- But watch out, there is one other tribe, Thora's Blood. They are the
Thoraz
ones-
blood.
They do not converse with us. They do not make peace. Always fight everything. They will kill you.
Okay, and if we attack and kill them, there'll be no anger from the other tribes.
can't kill them all, Gimbal.
I didn't say kill them all. Chad, I didn't say kill them all.
Also, how big is the tribe? I mean, is it just a few?
They are a
Yes.
strong tribe on the north
Oh.
bank of the river downstream from here.
Okay. Okay. But yes, we're allowed to fight them as well, right? If they attack us, we're on a bound to fight.
No one will know.
Good. Right. Okay, avoid the oh, hang on, sorry, Russ, what was the name of them? The blood.
Thara's
Blood.
blood.
Tharas.
So I'm going to give you 4 names, and one of them is pasting pop. So Thara's blood. They're the ones that they're warning you about. The other 3 are the ones on the island that are okay. Obviously, Urazan are the ones that you're with right now.
If you were to Petwa, if you were to traverse the island in search of each of the tribes, which course would you take? The most efficient, the quickest, without backtracking.
Take the river. You will arrive at the Grimfrost within
Okay.
2 days.
2 days by the river. Okay. And is that walking? 2 days walking?
You have a boat, do you not?
We do. I was just checking if you were talking about 2 days walking.
Out
then
of
it
game, I'm
would be
talking
one.
about on the boat, to be honest.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So she
Nice,
would
yes.
say 2 weeks by foot.
Okay. All right. So Grimfrost first.
The Raidan tribe, in the south of the island, southernmost point.
Okay. Good. All right, and so naturally the third would be Urazan, and then we should make our way back here.
I can seek out the names of their leaders if you wish.
That would be very helpful if you wouldn't mind.
I will find my face working this morning. She goes and finds the shaman dude, Wanjo, and she asks him some questions. Comes back to you and she gives you these names.
Okay.
And
And
Kaguna.
Kaguna Raiden.
you know who Othello is
Ah,
already.
that means that's the evil guy's chief.
Mordu Thora's blood.
Ah.
Okay, and did you want any other information from her? Rations and what have you were interested in. She's a little bit surprised that you want rations. You know, you're a ranger. You're supposed to be able to feed yourself in the wild.
Yeah, I can, but sometimes the things don't work out that way.
There-
on a
There's
boat.
4 of us as well.
And you could point to the fact that Hank is quite chubby.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
It's
need
always-
rations. I need lots of rations.
Luck favors the prepared.
The more I practice, the luckier I get. So, okay, so she thinks about that. You know, make a persuasion check. How about that?
Sure. I'm terrible at that. That'd be good. -1.
Ooh.
9. It's fine. I don't need your filthy rash.
Okay,
Probably-
a 9.
probably
Yeah,
goat.
she gives you a look like, no,
Fine.
we don't have.
Do your own damn rations.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks at your longbow and she makes her looks at your arrows and looks back at you. It's like,
Oh, okay.
Plus, she probably just found out that like her chef just
Cut
lost
it.
the whole meal for today. It's gone.
right.
They have to make other arrangements for lunch.
That's
Wasn't
right.
that shift mostly feeding the upper class or the what do you
Mhm.
call them?
Yeah, the High Council and the elders.
So that means normal people probably weren't exposed to Skargenblud in the same way.
I imagine he's the chef for everyone. He just cooks at different times.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
what if he
maybe.
was only cooking that stuff for a select group of people
Mm.
to have the Skargenblud anyway? Unless he was trying to poison the elders, which we hadn't thought about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably should ask him what the hell he was doing.
Well, should we
At
just
some
dop him in?
Maybe.
We don't actually have proof that he put it in the pot because we were a bit. We were pretty
We were
free
pressed
with
for
our.
time, Hank.
Hey man, I'm fully supportive of the actions taken. But we don't have the proof that we'd probably need to
Well,
expose him.
if we destroyed it, and he's not going to get any more until the caravan comes
Let's
back.
just let's just put a quiet word in with Athaela.
Yeah, don't trust him. Yeah.
Just say keep an eye on your cook.
Mm.
I think that's going to lead to more questions. I don't think a quiet word works with Goliaths, to be honest.
All right. Yeah, they're not the most subtle people.
Yeah, they're not.
Cool.
Their subtlety is not their it's
Strong
not their
suit.
forte.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if
What's
we do
the-
that, it'll
what's
be.
the-
What are you talking about?
Where
How
are
dare
you? Where are you right now while you're having this conversation? Is this on the street?
I think
not
the
with
range. I
Gimbal,
think.
are we?
You're not with me.
I don't know. Will we
Oh
be?
shit! Sorry.
I thought we were all talking to Petro.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm
thought we
sh-
were as well.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, fair
I think we
enough.
have to be now anyway.
You are now. Yeah,
That's a hell of a lot of metagaming.
so let's just say you guys just caught up, and
Alright.
after the conversation was being had, and she went to see Othala and Wanjo. So you've been caught up on all these details. At some point, you probably need to go back to your rooms to collect some things before you leave.
Yeah,
And-
that's reasonable.
Yeah. And I'll get you each to make a perception check as you go in.
Ready?
Sniption.
Oh, come on.
Wee. 18.
8.
8.
I see.
Hank?
Rolling.
Ah.
Here we go. I'm going through D&D Beyond at the moment.
Hank, you need to have a morning beer.
I do not. Thank you. I've had a morning coffee. 11.
An 11 for Hank.
Was it at least Irish?
So Tricky
No.
Bob, that was an 18 on that perception, was it?
Yep.
All right, when you
I will
walk
be
in,
having
Tricky
another
Bob, the
morning coffee
first
very
thing that
shortly.
you see in the and this is hilarious. The back of the you come in and you turn around and on the flap, the tent flaps made of like big sheets of mammoth leather hanging there. Somebody has scrawled in red paint or blood the phrase "The Prophet has come."
Okay. Do I think they're referring to me?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? I'm not going to put that.
Yes.
I mean, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
I like to think we're all just walking around the tent picnic. Has anyone seen my shovel?
14 on my wisdom.
14. Well, I mean, tricky. It could mean you, definitely. I mean, that's there's a strong possibility, but it may mean anything. And I don't think Tricky's wise enough in this moment to consider other possibilities.
Is the tone of the scribble positive?
That's
Can I
yeah.
tell their
How
emotional aura?
aggressive are the brush strokes on this?
It's like a cursive
Would
with
you
like a little maybe a
right?
smiley face.
Would you like to roll your
Did they dot their
CSI
eyes with
and
love hearts?
My what?
Your crime scene investigation skills with your science skills, please.
Is it my investigation? I can roll
You
investigation.
can roll investigation.
14.
14. That supports your theory. It looks kind of it looks a little bit unhinged.
Hmm.
Or like fanatical unhinged.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna think it's my fans.
And also
Looks like you've got an admirer, Tricky Bob.
also written quickly, probably.
I guess yes. My fan base is traveling. I wonder who it was from.
Oh, Tricky, didn't we say you'd be stuck here having to heal people?
Yeah, you did say you were going to help people.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they must be greeting me. Well, I probably should do something for them. Should probably cure at least a couple of them.
So we can kind of fast track that a little bit and say that you go and approach the elders, and they take you to where they're sick and blind are, basically the Skargenbluded, and you can cast some restorations and burn all your spell slots for the day if you so like.
Yay! Okay.
Well, while she's doing that, I'll go talk to Fox. The Fox.
All right.
Does anyone want to come? I offer her to Josiah and Hank.
Yeah, we'll come along to see Gimbal magic at work. He doesn't do it very often.
It's pretty cute.
That's, yeah.
There go all my level 2 spell slots.
All right.
I might kick about the town. I don't really have much interest in seeing a fox.
No, you're missing out.
Well.
All right. So, you go and find the fox.
Good. All right.
And it's hanging out. You can return to his little hole, and you can see that inside there are some puppies and another fox inside the hole, hiding at the back.
Okay, I'll cast Speak with Animals once again, and and say, "Come on out."
The
All
fox comes out.
Now, Foxley, what did you find?
Foxley.
Did you notice anything of them?
Many two legs.
Yes, many of them. Can I ask Hank? Turn to Hank. Hank, what do you think of anything to ask about the people, the caravan?
They're not natural. Not natural.
Not natural. Okay. Oh, that's good news. I mean, not good news, but it's good observation. Thank you, Foxley.
Any smells? Any strange smells? Okay. Do you remember? Was it in all the caravans? Or just one? One caravan. Okay. Back one?
Yes.
Okay. Back one had it all.
Other smells in both caravans.
Other smells. But normal smells?
Not for me.
Okay. Right. But you live near the town. Was it normal 2-leg smell?
Some of them.
Okay. Did you see how many in long clothes?
All of them.
All of them. Were they all in robes? Okay, well, I should have known that. No, I can't think of anything to ask anyway. Okay, cool. I want to makeshift a little, elaborate tree nest trap thing to store the food that I'm going to give them and teach them how to operate it so nothing else can steal their food.
What?
So, them being able to climb up this tree and pull a stick on a rope or something, and this little cage will lift, and they give access to their food because not many things can climb trees
So
anyway.
you're a carpenter?
I am a trap setter, so essentially this is a form of trap.
I see. And would you like to propose a check for this?
Sure. Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand? Sleight of hand or survival?
Let's do survival. That one doesn't count.
I like that was a terrible roll.
22.
22. All right. I guess, Gimbal, you've seen this done before.
Mm-hmm.
And one of your ranger teachers, mentor, did this and showed you how to do this as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And
To
so
keep bears from eating your food.
Right.
And wolverines and things.
Right. I see. Okay.
Okay. All right, so to do that, give them all the food and thank it for its help. And then, wander off.
Very good. And I'll give you inspiration.
Lovely. I'll turn to Hank and say, man, Hank, sometimes I forget how dumb animals are. But they're cute.
Got one
So
that
it's
follows
fine.
you around all the time, but I mean, I suppose that one's a bit smarter than most animals, right?
That one, yeah, I like that one. That one's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I see. So you return back to the town then, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Josiah, you've been walking around town for a while. Anything in particular that you're looking to see? You can hear blacksmiths making stuff. You can smell food. You can hear people doing all the usual daily life things that go on. Washing clothes.
I just want to investigate a little bit more around what these asshole Goliath tribe, what their deal is.
Right. So who are you going to ask? Where are you going to go?
Maybe one of the elders, the oldest of the elders.
The oldest of the elders?
Yes, which, a 32-year-old, I'm guessing.
I was going to say, because the Goliath don't live very long in this.
Yeah, but it still obviously means a lot for a Goliath.
All right.
Let's just say you don't see many with grey hair.
But they're all
It's
bald.
naturally grey.
You find that one of the elders. Her name is Garos.
Yep.
And she is prepared to speak with you when you come forth. If you can make a persuasion check for me. Actually, let's see how this is going to start.
Okay. I got a 17.
A 17. All right. Well, apparently Garos is quite interested in talking to you anyway, so that works nicely. And you're shown into her tent, away from the rest of the rabble going on right now. And she is presently making rope out of long strands of hair. There's a whole process to it. I don't know anything about making rope, so I'm not going to describe it, but you can figure it out. But let's say her hands are busy. Any case, when you come in and she looks up at you, and she has very short cropped hair. It's totally grey. It's all spiked up, and you can see her aged features weathering her face. She looks across to you through the split of light that's come through the tent flap as you come in. And she says, "What honor do I owe you?"
Well, Gurus, I was directed towards you as I'm trying to seek some more information about the Skargenblud tribe.
You should stay clear of them.
If we mean to unite all 13 Goliath tribes, well, we'll have to win them over somehow. Can you give us any advice on
Better to unite 12.
How did they come to sign the I've forgotten the name of the treaty.
The Moldrayan?
The Moldrayan, protectorate. How did they?
They never signed it.
They never signed. So we don't need to unite all 13?
Out of character, out of game, I didn't think that they were the one of the 13.
Ah, right. Because there are tribes, right?
You would do well to unite them, yes, if you can, but I am skeptical.
why are they such a warmongering tribe?
Their leaders, always. It is in their blood.
Are they also besieged by the Skargenblud? Are their tribes partaking in this?
There is rumors that they have embraced it.
Interesting. And they trade with the wizards that come to their door? That doesn't seem very warring.
We do not know if they trade with them.
Okay.
We know nothing much about them.
Okay.
Our scouts from time to time spy on them. We watch their war parties. They have strong, powerful mammoth.
They
Mammoth people.
Mammoth people, right. Okay, anything else at all you can think to tell me? You know, we're wandering into the lines down here.
The shamans play with black magic.
Like, how black?
Death magic.
Oh, okay. All right, interesting. And their leader is Mordu. Can you tell me anything about Mordu?
Mordu Thura's blood is the same as his father. Before him, always warmonger. Always scavenge, always kill, raiding across our coasts, up and down our rivers, raiding our villages, our people. Humans especially. We protect the humans from them as part of the treaty.
Right. Okay, I see. Maybe we would be best to avoid them. Or
Is this just desire? Like Hank's not
Yeah.
dead? Right.
all right. I'll finish up with Gurus, and I'll try and find the rest of the party. What's Tricky Bob up to?
She
Still
says,
healing.
before you go, she says, wait, one last thing may be useful to you.
What's that?
They call Mordu Thora's blood the Skargenblud Prophet.
That. Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah, thank you for that. That's quite pertinent. I will. I'll bow to her and see myself out.
She watches you go. All right.
I sprint to try and find Tricky Bob.
All right. Tricky Bob, what are you doing? You're healing the sick and blind and poor and so on.
Yep, I am. I've got like my little clinic set up.
Your little clinic set up.
Yep.
All right. And you're blasting through all your spell slots.
Yep. I am.
And
Well, technically, I only have restoration on second level, so I'm only really using my second level spell slots. But
right. I mean, you can heal as well. I mean,
okay.
out of game, this is not a combat situation, so we can be a little bit flexible with what you can do with your medicine and your divine powers and your prayers and so on.
so all my spell slots.
You're probably at least
We-
like stopping their suffering, right? You know, stopping the blood that oozes out of their disgusting eyes.
Well, I did tell them I can only heal them if they believe in Moradin. So if I miss a few, I can just say they were non-believers, and then it's their fault.
Do you want to make some persuasion checks to see if you can? How many? You need. You're going to need like a critical to persuade any Goliath to switch religions. But if you do get a critical,
Got a 12.
a 12. So give me 12 checks.
12 checks on what?
12 persuasion checks.
Oh, 12. Right. Okay.
So first one was a 12.
Okay, so I'll just roll d20 12 times.
Okay, you got +1 to your persuasion check, don't you?
Yep, +1. Oh god.
Wow.
How do I see all of them?
I don't think you can.
I don't think
No.
you can.
Well, 134.
Just hit your persuasion check. 12.
Okay. Okay, we'll do it that way.
11.
Oh, crit!
You got a crit.
Yeah, you got a crit.
Just gets 12 crits.
Wow.
Holy shit! Really?
1,
So the first one was a crit.
Five.
Nice.
Yeah,
The second
first one was
a
Great.
5, then
Okay,
a
fantastic.
3, then another crit.
Wow.
Is this 4? 4.
That's, yeah, 4.
14, number 5. 3, number 6.
Okay, they're very skeptical.
11, number
Number
7.
seven.
Yeah, they think that Moradin sounds all right, but nah,
For
thanks. Definitely not interested
number
in Moradin.
8,
Yep.
13 number
13.
9, 13 number 10, 5 number 11. Oh, that's almost a crit. 15 number.
Well, that's it. We're done.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Two
Okay,
crits, not bad.
you
It's really hard
convinced-
to count and then say a number afterwards.
You have literally
I got
converted
digit converts.
2 Goliath into followers of Moradin.
Yay!
Um,
Now they need to set up the church.
Right. They immediately ask you if you'll come to their houses and help them build some altars, some shrines for Moradin,
We'll do that.
and their families are all a bit weird about this, but this dwarf comes into their home and starts helping this huge Goliath and this little dwarf. Okay, so anyway, that happens,
Yay.
and you've now got two followers of Moradin in the village of Berkana, rather.
They have names.
You want names?
Yes.
Fuck you. Okay, one of them's name is G-Con.
G-Con. I need to make like a my
Follower
follower
table.
list.
List
Yeah.
of sycophants.
Yes. Yeah.
You,
My
if you
fan
go
club.
to if you just go to your actual character sheet and go to notes, you can write
Oh,
down your allies and
yeah.
have that as your your
That's true.
followers.
Oh
Because then I don't
my
have
god,
to care.
yeah.
So
Okay, so what's the name?
Turo
Alright.
and G-Con.
G-Kong. Spelling it like
Donkey Kong.
J-I-K-O-N.
we'll actually do that.
No G.
Goliath.
Not on.
Not Kong.
On. Like Tron.
What's the other one?
Turo. T-U-R-O.
Hero. I guess Harbig technically is also
Yeah.
a fan. Do I have anyone else? One of the goblins liked me, I'm pretty sure. Oh well.
Well, you don't know it, but one of the goblins wants to marry you, but you know,
The handsome one.
the handsome one.
That's the most handsome
The
one.
most handsome goblin prince. That'd be hilarious. Okay, so having performed these healings and converted some followers, Josiah comes running into your little zone and finds you in your clinic, which basically is just some flat stone buildings or sort of mud and stone buildings piled together with flat roofs and fairly empty rooms, some cots, as you were, large cots for Goliath about the place. And Tricky Bob is currently explaining the life of a Moradinian to this Goliath, who's really listening.
Does anybody here look shifty? Like I don't know, like they're planning something?
Can you make a investigation check?
Certainly. 18.
What sort of planning something are you thinking that they might be doing?
I'm just concerned that Tricky's been wandering around saying that she's a prophet, and apparently there is a rival prophet that is keen on telling us specifically that a prophet is coming, or at least that there's a believer of a prophet in this town.
What?
Tricky,
It's me, obviously.
right. Tricky, have you spoken the word prophet to any of the Goliath on this day?
Probably not. I mean, I can roll something for it to see.
Okay, I mean, you can make a what would it be? I guess it's just a flat out die roll. D20, anything above 11 will be yes.
18. Definitely. I wouldn't stop talking about it.
So you are definitely talking about being the prophet.
Especially, yeah, because she did convert 2 people, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I think that the message on my wall was a fan message. So I'm just kind of telling people like, I know you might have heard this already, but I am the prophet and I'm visiting here to cure you of all your diseases and also spread the word of Moradin.
Right. And they're slowly gathering a group of other Goliath who are interested just to hear this and see this. And some of them are now jeering actually also because they're like, you can't change from the ordering to the modern salmon. That is not done. And so there's a lot of a bit of infighting going on now as well. It's kind of causing a bit of a stir, especially between these two that have been converted and are now arguing with the others, and they're mentioning the fact that they recall a story where the light of Anim's hammer was given to the Morden Saman, apparently according to some story, and it became Moradin's hammer when Anim passed. So, you know, that's a rumor, that's a story, that's the thing that they're using to defend it with.
Didn't I read that on one of the
You did.
runes? Oh yeah.
You did, yeah. So, Josiah, you come charging into this little fracor.
Yeah, fracas.
Yeah.
I guess I'm looking for like a Travis Brickle looking kind of person who's like not focused on what's going on, but more keeping an eye on Tricky Bob.
Right. Yeah, certainly some of the guards are looking, just watching. You get the impression they've probably been told to just keep the peace.
Yeah,
Let
okay.
this erupt into a actual fight.
All right. Well, I'm not going to do anything drastic just yet, but I'm going to keep an eye out. I'm going to rely on my passive perception here just to make sure that nobody's out there looking for Tricky Bob.
And what is your passive perception?
I ain't got no fucking clue. Let me tell you, it is
Usually your wisdom modifier, right?
Under your sensors on your left.
I can
Screen.
find out what it is.
It is 13.
13. Yep. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, yeah, you don't see anyone particularly out to get anyone here. It seems to be fairly innocent, except for the theological debate.
All right.
Which is
I cannot for this.
getting a bit heated.
Yeah.
Tricky Bob, are you going to engage in the theological debate yourself, or are you just going to leave that to the Goliath?
Yeah, I'll engage.
You
Sounds like a tricky thing to do.
All right,
Yeah,
Tricky
I'll
Bob.
stir the pot, I guess.
Would you like to make another persuasion check? This time it's against the crowd.
Oh man, a 10.
10. And that and then the pro ordering crowd are like, there, that is our proof. She has nothing, no point to make.
Oh.
All right. Actually, I can't.
Well,
I can't. I
if
can't.
I've
sit here.
got no point to make, how have I been curing you? Can you cure yourself with more than summon, huh? I'd like to see you try.
All right. I'm gonna come in, and I can't watch Tricky Bob falter like this, and I'm gonna address the crowd and tell them that once upon a time, way back in the pre-dawn, in the dream time, Arnhem, to fight off a great dragon, split his body in two. One so that he could retain governing his people, and one so that he could battle. And during this battle with the dragon, the second Arnhem was smashed down into a tiny form by the dragon. A mighty beat him down into a pulp and collapsed his spine, so he was a fourth the size as he normally was. And after the battle was done, this second Arnhem decided that he liked the smaller form, and the original decided that he liked him as well. And so he cast him off for his own adventures, and they're named him Moradin.
You just make all of that up.
One of the Goliath just punches you in the face.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
They call you a liar. One of them's like trying to defend you a little bit.
How did they see through my plan?
They see through your plan. Oh dear. Okay, so the leaders come and intervene at this point as things are getting a bit too heated, and not Lagos because he's dead, Othala and Wanjo and some of the other elders come through now, and they break up the whole fight, and they say to you, perhaps now it is best time for you to go.
I agree. As I'm resetting my nose.
Right. All right. Where is your ranger friend?
Where is our ranger friend?
At this point, I think we'd be back.
Looking to foxes, I think.
Yeah.
Well, but we're just wondering, we don't know where Hank, what are we up to?
Oh, actually, yeah. Hank and Gimble are together, aren't they?
That's true. What
So we've been
hijinks are
talking
they?
to foxes. I
You
don't know,
finally
hey, do you
stopped
wanna-
that, will they, won't they?
The afternoon. It's drink o'clock.
Getting shit done.
You motherfucker. So I think Gimble and Hank will make the suggestion. Actually, I'll be like, hey Gimble, hey, while we're out here, the snow motes are in the air. The morning is bright and clear. Yeah, your eyes look so baffled.
Keep walking.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'll say to Gimble, hey, like, why don't we go and see what we can see in the area? Like, what's or do you just want to go back to camp? I suppose you've already gone for a wee scout.
Yeah, but
You
no, it was
noticed
it was dark.
You
That's
notice
fair.
there's some hay over by the wall of the gate.
Looks comfy. Yeah, sure. Let's go for a bit of a wander. Why not?
There's a little shed with some bipedal vehicles.
Right.
Where's the highest point we can see?
The highest point you can see is the wall of the city.
Right.
Well, in the
That's right, because we're at the top, aren't we?
Yeah, in the area basically. I mean, you can walk around the outside of the city and see across the landscape in different directions, if that's what you're talking about.
Is there any point where it slopes to kind of like a cliff face, dangerous kind of area?
Yeah, and as it gets closer to the river, actually, the river cuts the hill in two basically, and yeah.
Yeah, sure. Oh, we can go look for the tracks and see which ways the caravan went as well. I do that. I'll go look for tracks.
You go and look for tracks, go and track the caravan. Okay, so let's have a survival check with whatever advantage bullshit you get for being an Arctic ninja.
I think I have advantage on track. Yeah, sure. Let's say I do. Woo.
Let's say I do.
Oh, 2 1s.
2 1s.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Double.
You're pretty sure they must have dug a hole or something and disappeared into the snow. I mean, they've disappeared. They vanished. Well, what the fuck? Maybe it was magic.
Well, they were wizards. Yeah, no, I got nothing. So I can't find fucking anything. I start heading back to
That
town.
was with advantage.
That was with advantage.
2
It's good.
1s.
Wow.
2 1s. So I'll start heading back.
All right.
It's cold.
Yep, they seem to have vanished. You might say they passed without a trace.
They have rangers with them. Or druids. I think only we can do that. Oh, actually, I don't know. Okay, no, I'm just, Gibble's just thinking things
All right.
out loud.
All right. You get back to the town, to Burkana, and you find these guys being sort of walked towards the gates at this point, and there's a bit of a fracas going on, fracas around them. You're hearing Goliath arguing about the Morden Salmon and the ordning, and how could anyone think that Moradin could be allowed to be part of the ordning? Ridiculous. He's too short. Even Grolantor, the god of the hill giants, has more stature than Moradin, according to some of these Goliath. So, and this of course hurts your ears to hear, Tricky Bob.
It's very offensive, very heightist.
Grolantor, I mean, really nasty fucker that he is. Just wants to eat everything. He'd probably just eat Moradin. So anyway, you find your ways to the edge of the town and pass through the gates, I presume. Find yourselves outside again.
All right, so we're heading further inland on the river.
Back to the boat.
Back to the boat. All right.
Oh yeah, back to the boat. The little princess.
Marching down to the boat, and you arrive, and you find your crew have been there, huddled, freezing for days.
I thought they came with us.
Well, I mean, no, because we never talked about them. Like
That's true. Yeah,
joining
that's true.
us on anything.
And I think we went straight to the village after being accosted by the Stormazine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had a rough time. Maybe next time we camp somewhere, they should come with us.
I mean, it's only
teach
been
them
a couple of days, though, right?
Let's teach them how to start a fire. Do they know how to start fires?
They do know how to start
Oh,
fires.
good, they're fine.
They have some survival skills, but they don't have a lot of food.
Right.
All right.
Well,
Well, what?
we didn't get you any, so
You
No.
get it all to the wolf, to the fox. And what
We-
does the
I
fox
pull
say?
out my fishing rod and just go to the side of the boat,
All right.
cast a line.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, you guys are going to head off.
Yep.
And do some fishing along the way, by the sounds of it.
Mhm.
And you're heading to the next tribe, I assume.
So was it the renegade tribe that is 2 days down the river?
No,
The renegade tribe is on the north side of the river, and their location is a little bit less specific. You're not quite sure where they are. They, in fact, I'll say they referred to those parts of the island as the Darklands.
We'll point out when Josiah says, "I was like, why would we? We're not going to the crazy ones. We're avoiding the crazy ones."
Oh, so I found something interesting out when I was knocking about town, is that the crazy tribe, their leader is known as the Skargenblud Prophet.
Well,
Oh,
that
good.
sounds
So
suspicious.
he'll be dead soon.
Unless he's somehow very resilient against the Skargenblud and maybe doesn't affect him like it affects other people.
Or he dies and they replace him with a new guy who's also Skargenblud Prophet.
Constantly.
Yeah.
It's a short-term job.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying something to keep in mind. They're obviously quite into this whole culture, the Skargenblud paraphernalia and whatnot.
Okay. Oh, do we know what their like? Oh well, I'll turn to the 2 Goliaths that are on our bows. Like, do we know the symbol for the Tharo's blood? Do they have any discerning features?
They wear much bone in their armor. Skulls.
They also experiment in dark magics, blood magics.
They all do blood magic.
But like
They can't
bad
get enough
blood
of it.
magics.
I mean, I always thought, oh, blood magic, bad
Skargenblud
magic,
magic.
dirty. Okay, so we just avoid them completely. Job done.
Yeah, it might be easier said than done, but we'll keep our ear to the ground around them.
Avoid and kill. I mean, it sounds like kill or be killed with these people. So to the Grimfrosts.
Can I get a wisdom perception? Is this perception? No, it's investigation. This is an investigation check.
All right.
Investigation check from everyone?
23.
Holy crap-a-moly.
10.
Jesus, man.
Wait, a 0.
Yes.
0. So Tricky Bob certainly doesn't come up with anything on this front. She's too obsessed about thinking that she's the prophet, I guess.
And I am.
And you are. That has been ascertained. That has been proven. Josiah, 23. Motherfucking God. It occurs to you, Josiah, that if there is a prophet, and if there were a real prophet, not like this Tricky Bob nonsense prophet, like a real prophet.
Well, I mean, we've seen some stuff with Tricky Bob, so it's definitely like
I think she's a prophet.
That's true. All right.
She came back from being stoned.
Fair call. But if you were
Adding Josiah to my fan club.
No.
Josiah, look, the idea that boils up in your consciousness comes down to this: Skargenblud, visions, prophet. Where is Unglamore?
Where is Unglamore?
And could a prophet tell you that?
Maybe a prophet of Venom could, but
I thought you were implying she started a cult.
No, well, she would already have her own cult per se, or religion. She's part of the pantheon, right? Like a small part of it, but she's in there.
Yeah, maybe the cult of Memnor or something like.
But this is definitely something, maybe a lead we could follow up. And I'm going to explain to the group, maybe this is some place that we need to go. Maybe this is our only lead for Unglamore. And we can add it to the tribe, which gives us even more gravitas if we're saying, hey, look, everyone discounted this tribe, but we've reunited all the Goliath tribes. We didn't take the easy option.
Just do it.
Okay. I guess.
I'm not saying we
Fair.
make it our first port of call, but I'm just saying we don't discount it entirely.
You're taking the lead on this one then. Just
I'll definitely take the
don't
lead.
I don't like.
I mean,
I have a real way of talking to these Goliath, and as I say that, I reset my nose again.
I think that our job, I don't think we can discount any tribe. Basically, Hank's like, I've got this cool new thingamabob on my, I can't remember where I got it. It wasn't on my lower back. No, it was over my heart. Sorry, on this side, tiny little thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Hank's like, I don't think that we can, if we want to do this properly, I don't think we can afford to exclude any tribe. I think that our task was to unite the 13 tribes in a council.
What if we destroyed one of them? Then it's not like you can't unite what doesn't exist.
I mean, yep.
You're not wrong.
That'd be very difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
I think there's more work.
Is it a
Giving
problem
us more work
that we're relying on your guys' tattoos, but neither of you got tattoos in visible places?
I just take my shirt off.
Yeah,
I got no problem with
It's
popping off.
In the cold.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
I've got a
You
beautiful
know,
body.
we haven't been eating too much. I'm looking rather lean and ripped. Yeah.
Hank's still young and supple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands up, Gimble.
Go.
Mm-hmm. So you continue down on the boat. You're sliding between large chunks of ice, pillars of ice. There's like a whole ice bridge that you go under at one point, where this water is just flowed across and frozen almost. It looks like it must have been flash frozen at some point. It's very strange Arctic icescapes. And after about, I guess 2 days, do you have anything you want to do on the boat for 2 days? Any spells you want to learn?
Yeah.
Any changing spells, anything like that? Stuff, character business?
I'm not going to change spells, but what I would like to do is experiment with my feature, my class feature, which is minor alchemy.
Minor alchemy, and this is the one that allows you to transmute stuff.
It takes time, though.
Takes time. Okay.
So it's not like I can just go wood to metal, bibbidi-bop.
Right. So you spend some time with a rock, turning it into a wooden ball. You turn it back into a rock. Shit like that. Yeah. And
then into metal, and then into wood, and then just messing around with it. Actually, what I was thinking was to like our boat, the little princess.
Mm-hmm.
It must have some sort of a bowsprit or a front part, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking I might head up there and turn.
This boat actually probably has a ram on the front of it.
Yeah, let's have a ram.
Because it smashes through ice. It's a bit of an icebreaker.
Right.
And you can use that as a battering ram too if you had to.
So it's probably already got a little bit of metal on it at the front,
Yeah, I would say there's a you can describe the bow head.
Yeah.
What statue it is, or whose head it is, or skull, or something? What would you like?
Yeah, I was imagining a ram after you said
it's a little
ram.
The little princess. It had something pretty.
Would it be like a visage of Claresca?
A U,
It has nothing to do with Claresca. Keep Claresca out of this. She's my inner child.
Maybe it's I would say maybe it's a ram, but maybe it's got long eyelashes or something.
Oh, girl ram, yeah.
Girl ram. I don't think they exist. You know what? Why not? Why do they not exist in this year of 2022?
Right.
Yeah, girl
rams, right?
It's a ram.
So
I like it.
So yeah, I'd like to go up to this girl ram. I would say that it's and you know what? If it's not a girl ram with long eyelashes already, what I'll do, I'm picturing it as like this metal bit, right?
Yeah.
Big metal bit. So I'd like to sort of like hang off it. Maybe I'll get the rope of climbing out to help me out here.
Okay.
And I'd like to turn the eyes of this ram into wood, and then carve like a couple of like long eyelashes in there.
Right.
You know, just accentuate the beauteousness of the eyes of this ram,
Mm-hmm.
and then just let that be, because it'll turn back into metal after a certain period
Make
of
a
time.
sleight of hand check on that carving.
Yeah, absolutely. Wrong dice. Sleight of hand.
Spider pig.
17.
Wow, you really improved it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
it's good. It works. Your artistic eye is well on it here, and you've actually made an improvement to this thing. I was skeptical. But
I actually have a
Hank,
a
why
good
does the
sleight of
goat
hand
have
check.
breasts?
that's probably more realistic, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe Hank could sort of like look shiftily and be like, they were there before then. I didn't put them on.
He looks away. All right. Okay. All right. So you've done this and you've practiced these things, and your crew are kind of interested and so on about this. Do you still have those 2 Goliath with you?
Yeah.
They're our crew.
Yeah, they were part of the crew, weren't
Part
they?
of the crew, right?
Yeah.
Originally they
they
were
weren't.
given us by that village.
True.
Yeah.
So-
Wait,
maybe
no, they
they
were
did
part
return.
of the boat. They're
No,
part of
They
No,
were the
they
stone
were
procession.
guides.
Yeah.
They were guides, yeah.
Oh,
They
right.
came with the trial.
But the boat did have a captain and like a crew, so I'd imagine, and I think some of the crew were Goliaths.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking of the captain.
The crew consists of like 4 people.
Yeah.
It's
Slyn
it's not a
and
big
3
boat.
others.
No.
So
Captain
okay, so
Slyn.
you continue. Yeah, that's right, Slyn. So you head up the river. You continue along. So a couple of days pass. Once again, last chances for switching spells or anything else you want to do.
I can
Any
do that
other-
whenever.
You
I'm
want to
good.
port in at the side along the way and anything like that. And finally, you get to basically as far as the river will take you. And here you find some boats, actually. And you probably see a couple of Goliath children fishing along the sides of the water, running up and down on the ice steps that they've carved steps into the banks. On at least, certainly the left bank. The right bank is just a cliff. A cliff of ice, but the left bank is these staggered stairs that go up to the surface, to the very top layer. And you can see children throwing things at each other and running around, and some fishing and so on. And there is a fishing boat up ahead too, where you can see a Goliath sitting on a boat out pulling large ice fish, or ice eels actually, from the water into their boat. And this is about as far as you can get. And you can actually, you know what? Make perception checks.
15.
Tricky
12.
bomb.
13.
Josiah's a bit distracted. Well, Josiah, you notice Gimbal noticing Tricky Bob noticing that there's smoke coming up from over the side of the mound of ice and snow, suggesting that there may be a camp or a village or something in that direction. You're also noticing that there are a series of palisades set up, made of mostly wood, but some of rock, and in places there are mammoth skeletons and skulls and tusks being used as kind of archways to surround the series of gates that go through. Not so much gates as arches; you just walk through them.
Are they? Because this is an important architecture design. Are they set up in a way which is kind of like celebrating the mammoth, or is it set up a way in which it's made to look imposing and intimidating?
Both.
Oh. I was hoping that would tell us if this isn't. What side of the river is this on?
You're not on in the dark land, so you're not in the wrong village. You're going to the right village. Don't worry, I haven't set you off to the wrong village. Not that.
Some B team village.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And as you start, do you get off the boat? I mean.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we're here
and...
for, right? Anyone object?
No.
Nah, man, let's do it.
Yeah.
You're
okay.
some of the children go running up towards, leaping up the steps and between the archways and head out of sight behind the palisades.
But before they do that, Russell, sorry.
Yep.
Were they close enough that we could see their faces?
Sure. You can make an investigation check if you like.
Yeah, I would love to make an investigation check.
I know you would.
Oh, what is my investigation modifier? I think it's pretty good, actually. Yes, it's not bad. Well, that was a natural one, so 6.
6. Okay, too fast, unfortunately. You didn't really get a look
All right.
to see too much about them, but they look like standard Goliath kids from the ones that you've seen so far.
I suppose I could deduce, actually, that they at least have use of their eyes, considering they ran away.
Yeah, so, they're certainly
right.
not. They're not running or they're not walking like they're impaired or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, and they go running off, and for a few minutes it's silent there as you disembark from the boat, and you're all gathering yourselves out on the ice on the lowest shelf next to the water. And there's a big wooden post that's been driven into the ice there where people have tied boats up and what have you. So your crew tie up their boat to this massive pole. It's like a totem pole. It's got the faces of the ordaining gods on it, with Anim at the top. And it also has some of the specific Sidariel differences too, with like Stronmouse being split into 2 and what have you. That kind of stuff. So, as you're waiting there, or as you're doing this, setting up your stuff, grabbing your things, you can hear people from up out of sight beyond the palisades coming down, and after a few moments you see a small entourage of figures headed by several fierce-looking Goliath with heavy-set brows and masks. They have a little bit of war paint on. There's big spears with them. They like their spears and shields. And they come down and set foot in front of you as the elders come down behind them. One of them in particular has a robe over his head, his or her head. You're not sure at this point. And they stop in front of you, and one of them comes forward. My name is Bakara. Who are you?
Greetings, Bakara. We are a group of travelers known as the Frostmoor Crows, and we're passing through these lands on a wee bit of a mission.
Your name precedes you. You are the ones that were tested.
That's right.
You have survived this test?
We're standing in front of you, aren't we?
The gods can make tricks.
Can the gods make a trick like this, Hank?
You're playing free and loose with items beyond your kin.
Where's that tattoo?
Let's
tattoo?
do it, sure.
Yeah.
So Hank produces the lantern and he says, "This was a gift from the Stormazine themselves." And I open it up and
all right, can you make a persuasion check or a performance check, whichever's higher for you?
yeah, let's I think it'll probably be performance.
You can do it with advantage because the lantern's
Actually,
quite
no,
flash.
it's persuasion. All right, cool. Do it with advantage. Persuasion. So it's 19 on the first roll. 19.
19. All right. About 80% of the Goliath go down on their knees. The other 20% stand there. And what did I say their name was? Bakara? No.
Yep. Bakara. Yeah.
Bakara steps forward, shuffles forward. Seems like an elderly Goliath, leaning on a staff. What is this? Where did you get this? This is what the Stormazine gave you?
This was a gift from the Stormazine directly.
How can you prove this? No one has seen the Stormazine for thousands of years.
We have seen the Stormazine. We saw them
One of them-
yesterday,
You hear
2 days ago.
lies.
It is not
Kill them
lies.
all.
How dare you?
Bring them to justice. How did they get our artifacts?
Okay, I may have played our hand too soon.
Good people.
Put my
Bakara,
hand on my face.
we are a friend of the Goliath tribes.
Bakara raises his hand and stops them from attacking you.
Oh, thank you, Bakara.
We'll hear you out, little one.
We have no wish to stay if we are not welcome, but we have a message.
What is your
Lima.
message, then?
We've come to request a council.
You have my
The-
counsel here now.
A council of the Goliath tribes, Bakara. The Goliath tribes are convening.
No
An
such
Ankhorn.
counsel exists.
We are creating it. It has been requested.
And what do you offer in return for this counsel?
We offer knowledge of the other tribes and the opportunity to
Self-govern.
well,
One nation of Goliath tribes, no longer separated geographically, but united politically.
We
We
do
have
not
the-
wish to be united. We live here in our village, in our town.
you have
What
the
good is it
opportunity
to be united with Goliath?
You have the opportunity to shape the future of the Goliath as a nation,
Ah,
rather than as a disparate people of tribes.
for centuries the Bloodbane have slain the Ice Brands. The Ice Brands have murdered and raped of the Frostforge. The Blood Axes have stolen so many artifacts from the Redan. All of these tribes have centuries of conflict.
Your people are weak when they are disparate. When you are together, you are stronger.
Come to our village, we will talk.
Thank you.
And they lead you up into the village, up above. And this is the village of Grimfrost.
Grimfrost.
And they bring you before their leader, Loku.
Loku.
And the first one that was talking,
Bakara.
Bakara explains the situation to the leader, and I'll get you guys to make a persuasion check, Hank or whoever's going to do the talking, but with advantage because you're helping each other, I assume.
So you wanna do the roll?
All right. Okay.
So you come into this tent, not unlike the ones that you saw at the other tribe.
Yeah.
Different flavor, but the same text. And you're brought before them, and they get you to kneel in front of this leader, if you will.
Oh, Neil.
Yeah. We're aiming to be diplomatic here.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. And the leader sits there looking very, very highfalutin with a spear in one hand, sitting on his throne, looking forward, leaning down at you. Have you ever seen Conan the Barbarian? There's that very last scene at the very end where the text
And he's
comes
like
up and it's-
sitting on his throne.
That's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I love that movie.
That's great, isn't it? I've seen it like 80 times. Anyway, nothing.
Me too. Every year at least once.
I accidentally stole the videotape from our library. Took it back to me. It ended up because I lived in Papua New Guinea through a lot of my childhood, and so I had this like one videotape that I had, and I played it every weekend for months.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, okay, so you're on your knees before, before this dude whose name I did tell you.
You did. His name is Loku Grimfrost.
Loku Grimfrost.
Chieftain
So
of the Grimfrosts.
I think the point that we'll try and make is because I'll pop my shirt off and I'll point to the tattoo that I already have and just say that all great change happens with a single one action, but like an avalanche, because because I'm hamming up the frost aspect of this. The a single motion is then propelled forward by the ice shelf that it brings with it, and they can be that second motion. And then I'm gonna roll my
Persuasion.
oh fuck, 2 5s, 14.
Oh,
No, it's all right. It's 14 all up, but
14 all up.
yeah.
Okay. Because you get plus
Good persuasion.
9. for
Yes.
persuasion.
Jesus.
Holy crap.
Even with that analogy.
even a natural 1 would be a 10 for you.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
That was some pretty good talking there though. To say.
I thought it kind of evoked an imagery that they might appreciate.
Well, as you're making this description and you take off your shirt, there's a certain amount of snickering at first. You take your shirt off, and you hear the word "skinny" somewhere in the background, and then they see your tattoo, and actually they stop snickering, and Loku leans forward. He says, "You have the mark of the Urazus."
This little thing.
Hank does too.
Hank shows his one as
Hank
well.
starts stripping
Yeah.
too.
I'm not sure if I can just pull it down.
You both have
I would-
marks of the Urazus. You are their tribe now.
We believe in the
We are
cause
the
of uniting the
representatives.
Goliath tribe so much that
Mm.
I am offering my own body to be a walking treaty to this cause.
We have 2 prisoners from Urazus. We can send them back now. Keep you.
Oh man,
No.
didn't really want to be here for that long.
What did
What-
what did the prisoners do to deserve this imprisonment?
They crossed our hunting lands.
Seems childish.
Yeah, does not seem like a big crime.
Well,
Well,
let's
poaching,
not be too
yeah.
hasty there, Tricky. These
Can
these
we-
are not
yeah,
our
Tricky.
lands. These are not our laws.
Can we
So-
negotiate for their release?
Well,
What do
I
you
mean, they
offer?
negotiate our own release. I think at this point.
What do you need done? We are adventurers of means.
We're capable.
You wish to unite the 3 tribes on this island?
Yeah, possibly even 4.
4. You wish to deal with the Thoraz blood?
We don't
No.
we don't turn down any opportunity.
You are very
We-
mercenary.
We like challenges.
Challenge.
This council is for all Goliath. It will affect whether you join the council or not. It will affect all Goliath.
Today, if you stay here with us, we will take you on a hunt.
Hmm.
Have you heard of the Great Remoras?
Sounds like a fish.
Does a bit. It sounds like a Pokemon.
It is
Sorry.
not a fish.
Not a fish, then no.
It
Is
is
it
a
an
great
ice creature?
white
Maybe I-
worm that comes from the ice. It breathes fire, and fire lives within it.
Hmm.
If you touch it, it will burn you.
Fireworm.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, well. Yeah,
Can-
I'm in.
Yeah, is it like can I do a religion check and whether it's a theological thing?
You can make a religion. Not really. It's not. I mean,
Okay.
Your passive check would tell you it's not.
Okay.
Does it sound like they normally hunt these things themselves?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if we do this, then yeah.
So it's not like a legendary.
Today we hunt just a child one, just the young.
Tricky, you're breaking
But
up.
there is deep in the center of this island is the great grandfather of them all.
We'll hunt this worm. Oh, yeah, Trigger Bob's frozen.
We have an affinity for worms.
And she's just crashed, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, we can wait for her. Would you like to take 5 minutes? It's 12:30.
Yeah, let's take 5.
Yeah.
We can have a quick break and a coffee and a cigarette or whatever it is that you guys do.
Sounds fantastic.
All right.
That's good.
I actually had a cigarette for the first time in 2 years last night.
Oh, Philip,
Gross.
no.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That explains.
Philip, Muriel, Craig.
Look,
I'm
there's
very
nothing
disappointed
wrong
in
with
you.
a little peer pressure
I,
smoking.
Is that your
I
middle
don't,
name? Is that
Oh.
your-
I don't feel the need for a second, so I'm good.
Good.
All right. I'm going to stop the
Yeah.
recording and then start it again when we come back. Do
All right.
remind me to start it again. Otherwise,
Mm.
problem.
Oh yeah, because that happens sometimes.